Voice is not bad, good because of a sickness that I have. But let's talk about every series in the NBA so far in the first around 2 games. Today's the last day for the game twos, but we already have a pretty decent outlook for all the series. And these NBA playoffs are going to be something special. Already, 4 of 5 of the series are really good. The only series that I don't think are that good, 6 of them are pretty good. The only series that I don't think is good is the Thunder Grizzlies and the Cavs Heat. But Cavs and Heat only play 1 game, so that has a little bit of hope. But Thunder is just destroying the Grizzlies. I don't know, unless the Grizzlies somehow like win game three, I think it's basically over, wrapped up already. Since game one, we already knew it was wrapped up. But let's get into it. First, let's start with the Cavs and Heat. So the Cavs just like destroyed the Heat. I mean, Donovan Mitchell scored like 30. Ty Jerome, like he has been great. Second, like third place in the sixth man of the year, and he just popped off. Like the Cavs just have a ton of depth, and the Heat are just not talented as them. Like so, yeah, this series is nothing special, so I won't really talk about it that much. But let's go on to the Celtics Magic. Now, this series is a bit more interesting. Now, the Magic were actually doing pretty good and leading in the halftime of game one, but then in game one after the halftime, they crumbled. Their offense wasn't good. But game three, game two, I mean, we have Jason Tatum out with a wrist injury. So it might be more interesting right now. Game two is happening right now, and it's a close game right now, although be it in the first quarter. But I really like this series. Both teams are really good defensively, and it's gonna be a dogfight for every possession of the ball right here. Like the Magic are really good defensively. Their offense is just horrible, but without Jason Tatum, the Celtics might not be as good. So this is a great series. I'm looking forward to it. Even though if the Celtics win this in like five, it's gonna be a tough 5 games. It's not like the Thunder Grizzlies where we already know that the Thunder wins. Speaking of that, let's talk about the Pistons Knicks, which is one of the top series in the probably the best first round series of the East. It is very intense already in the first 2 games. The first game, Pistons went on a crazy run, got a lead, and then the Knicks went in the fourth quarter on a 21-0 run. Pistons showed their lack of experience, but game two, it almost happened again, but then the Pistons were able to stay afloat and defend well against the New York Knicks. Now, this is a great series because the Knicks, although have a lot of talent and stuff, I don't know why their offense isn't that good. It's just a lot of Jalen Brunson isolation. Cat did not get the ball really in the third and fourth quarter of game two. And then Cade is a superstar. He's showing himself in the brightest lights. Game two went insane and got the win for the Pistons, first win in 17 years in the playoffs. Also got to mention Dennis Schroeder, who was very pivotal in this game two win. And the Pistons, with all of their like veterans, like Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, have been pretty solid these series, along with Malik Beasley for game one. So their veteran presence has been helping. And even without Isaiah Stewart, who was really good in game one, got injured, they still went and found a way to win that game against the Knicks. So I'm excited to see how this series goes. I feel like it's at least a 6 game series. Next, we got the Bucks versus the Pacers. This is also an exciting series. Game one was basically a Pacers blowout. Bucks couldn't do anything on defense. Giannis had to carry their offense as well. Didn't get much from anyone, especially Kyle Kuzma scoring zero in like every stat category, had zero. But game two, it was looking like the same thing. Bucks didn't get help. Giannis carrying, but in the fourth quarter, the end of the third quarter, the Bucks made a huge run and cut it down to 2 points with like 2 minutes left. However, Pacers went on and scored 2 baskets like Siakam and Damian Lillard, who was okay in this game. I mean, he played 37 minutes with a blood clot. Well, just 3 weeks ago, diagnosed with a blood clot is really good. Like, a lot of courage has to be done right there. And then also, Giannis was insane, along with Bobby Portis, who scored like 28 points. Bobby was really good too. Like Bobby, like he was making everything and helped lead that run where they almost came back. But the Pacers offense has just diced up the Bucks defense, especially Siakam has been really good these past two games. Like Siakam doesn't get that much credit, but he's been really good. Same with Turner, and also Halliburton this game was much better than the first game. And like their role players have stepped up. Nemhard has been really good the first two games. He showed he's a playoff riser. Last year he was insane in the playoffs as well. So yeah, the Bucks, they look like a team that might fall off, but you never know with David Giannis finally played their first few playoff games together. They still have a chance, but it's looking unlikely right now. They're in big trouble. But I want to see what happens in game three. Then we have the Thunder versus Grizzlies. Just gonna say the Thunder are destroying the Grizzlies. I mean, the Grizzlies were only close like one time in game two and game one. They were not even close at all. The one time in game two was like when they made like a run, like the second or third quarter, and then they brought it down to single digits when they were down like 20. But then, after that, it was basically over. Like, Ja Morant hasn't been that good. Jared hasn't been that good. Like, the Thunder have just been clamping. And also, like, the Thunder's offense has been really good too. Like, Shea, he was really good game two. Game one, he was not really that good, but they didn't even need him because their depth is so good. So, yeah. Let's go on to the Warriors Rockets. Warriors Rockets look like a really good series in only one game, though. And game two is tonight. But the Warriors played really well, and that was another great defensive matchup. Top two series in the West as well. I feel like three of the West series are interesting. This one is one of them. And 2-7 series is usually a blowout for the second seed mostly, but now they're facing playoff Jimmy, who was really good that first game. Stephen Curry, who just made so many good three-pointers that game. And I feel like the Rockets, their offense, besides Şengün, was not really that good. Şengün had a phenomenal playoff debut, but Jalen Green, Fred VanVleet throwing up bricks, and they just couldn't find that much offense. So I'm excited to see what happens to their offense and like how the Warriors can continue to win games against the Rockets, because the Rockets have a great defense as well. I'm excited to see how the Rockets try to contain Jimmy and Steph as well. Let's go on to the Timberwolves Lakers, which is another great series. And first game was all Timberwolves. Sorry, my voice is actually like really bad, but first game was all Timberwolves. And then Lakers, like they came back in the second game. They went and had so much ball movement, so much more like Austin Reeves, LeBron James doing better. Luka Doncic, of course, playing really well as well. And the Timberwolves, like, their offense wasn't as good. Nasri, Jaden McDaniels, some of their role players were playing as well. And, like, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, few players that might be mismatches in this series because Rudy doesn't bring much stuff to the table for offensively, which hurts them. But Nas Reed, who is a pretty big player, is really good because the Lakers don't really have that many big men to guard him. Like Jackson Hayes don't play much minutes. They have like Rui, Dorian Finney-Smith guarding Nas Reed, and that's easy buckets for Nas. So I'm excited to see what happens in the next few games because Anthony Edwards versus Luka Doncic is always cinema. Finally, I feel like this is the best series. Clippers, Nuggets. Yeah, the first two games, the first game went to overtime. Clippers choked that one. They were up a lot, making so many easy shots in the paint. But the Nuggets came back in the second half with intensity, and they won the game. Russell Westbrook, such a wild card, but he won the game for the Nuggets with his defense and his offensive rebounding. He even though he don't score that much, he made some three-pointers, and he was energy right there, getting so many offensive boards. And then for the Clippers, game 2, Kawhi Leonard just, oh my goodness, bro. 39 points on 19 shots, making 15 of them, which is insane in general. And then also getting a great defense and making a great steal, which helped the Clippers maintain their lead by 3. Then Zubac has been playing well as well. Harden played really well that game 1, but game 2 not as much. But both teams have great players. Jamal Murray, always rises in the playoffs, and he was making a lot of buckets in game 2 as well. Jokic, Kawhi, Harden, Murray, Zubac, Gordon. So many great players in this series. This is going to be a great series. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm sorry for my voice being very raspy. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.